A Maryland police officer has been suspended after a video showed him entering the back seat of a police car with a woman while in uniform. The Prince George County Police Department stated that they identified the officer after they became aware of the video circulating on social media with one of their officers and opened an investigation. Quote, his police powers are now suspended as the investigation continues. In the video, it shows a uniformed officer hugging and kissing a woman in a parking lot before the two enter the back seat of the squad car together, while children can be heard playing directly in the park. Angelo Casoli, Prince George's County's police union president, stated that the union is aware that the police department is investigating after the video went viral. Quote, we support our officers during any and all investigations and ask that people reserve any judgment until the facts come out, at which time we'll reevaluate our position. So this is where I'm at. Now they did have a opinion from somebody who lives there, and in the video as well, you have people that were speaking full on Spanish. So I'm guessing that this is a heavily Spanish speaking populated area. I'm guessing, just a guess. And I'm just trying to figure out, was it worth it? Because in the video you can clearly see that this is something that is mutual, because I don't want to see anybody online stating that, oh, this was like forced coerce, she was looking scared, she didn't know, was it? No, 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 no. This was very mutual. This seems like something that has happened before, or every once in a blue moon. The way that they were holding and basically hugging, he had his hand directly on her backside, and he, he had that look like, man, I don't know if I should do it, but if you trying to sit up there and do it, then we can sit up there and do it. And in the video, you don't see him opening the car door. You see her opening the car door. So technically, in in one aspect, he was smart, because it basically showed that he was not forcing her or placing her directly into the police car. She was deciding to go into the police car himself. Obviously, he was thinking some things through as he decided to do this tragic event, which inevitably ended up in tragedy, because he is more than likely going to lose his job, or be suspended for a certain amount of time, because this is not the first time that he's been suspended, and you've had outlets try to find out why it is that he was suspended before, and they didn't want to relinquish that information, talking about the police or the police union or whoever, right? But again, was it worth it? Was it worth it? We can all clearly see that this is a black woman that is with this officer, deciding that she wanted to get into the back of the police car in daylight, across the street from a park with kids in it, across the street from a high school. And this is what we're doing. Like the one woman that they asked, who I guess she lives in the area of the neighborhood, she stated, like, hey, he doesn't respect being a police officer, he doesn't respect the police car, he doesn't even respect the woman, right? And she also brought up the fact that it wasn't even dark, right? So that lets you know that in a lot of people's minds, like, this stuff is not okay. But if you would at least did it where people couldn't sit up there and see you, whatever, right? But it's more so the fact that you did it in broad daylight, across the street from a park in a school, where everybody can see you, where you were able to be filmed, where for whatever reason, I'm not exactly sure why in this moment people thought that they weren't going to get spotted or filmed, that people just weren't going to sit up there and care. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Like, this is, the police normally. This is what is getting shown to you normally. If more people were actually recording the cops on the things that they decide to do in their leisure time, so to speak, when they're still in uniform, oh, you'll be pretty surprised at the stuff that they do, and especially at nighttime. I've covered stories about that as well. I've done some live streams about that as well. And yeah, like I said, it is what it is. And again, I'm just trying to figure out, was it worth it? You did all of this, just to inevitably to potentially end up on suspension again, or to potentially get fired and lose your job, and now having to move somewhere else in order to, be a part of that police department. Was it really worth it at the end of the day?